Very good morning, dear students. Let's begin the topic directly because we don't have so much time. We have to complete the topic here. So we are learning practice it from lesson 3, that is triangles. Here is practice set 3.2. The examples from this practice set, those are very easy to solve. Just before that, we have to know the different congruency criteria for triangles. Okay, we already learned those one. I just explain in short, just listen it carefully, that there are different tests of congruency of triangle. Those are triple S test, that mean by side test, then ASA test. Here I will write those. The triple S test means side test. That means in a correspondence of two given triangles, when three of the side of first triangle, those are congruent with three of the side of second triangle, then those two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, that is the triple S test. Now second one is SAS test, means two side and their including angle, okay, of first triangle will be congruent with the corresponding side and including angle of second triangle. That time the two triangles are congruent to each other by SAS test. Likewise, double A test means two angle of first triangle are congruent with corresponding two angles of second triangle. Then ASA test, angle and including side. The side including in two angles, that is ASA test, angle side angle test, and the test which is applicable to right angle triangle, that is hypotenuse side test. Okay, those are the tests of congruency of triangles. Using those all, we have to solve practice set 3.2. Okay, so let's begin for the practice set. Here you can see example number 1. We have to identify the test of congruency for those two given triangle, which will be the test here. Okay, all examples from this practice set, just you have to identify and write the corresponding sides and corresponding angles of those given triangles in a figure. Okay, that much is the practice set only. Now see here, this is the first example. Here you can see two triangles. Okay, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Now very easily you can here answer for this example, that which is the test here. Okay, three of the sides of first triangle, those are given here congruent with the corresponding sides of second triangle. Side AB and side PQ, as those are marked similar. Okay, so those are congruent to each other. Now base of first triangle, that is BC, is congruent to this base of second triangle, that is QR, as marked in those marked in by similar symbol. Okay, likewise segment AC is congruent to segment PR. So those all are sides, side, then this another side and this one. So the test applicable, that is triple S test. Here you have to write, okay, S test. Let's see second one, okay. The triangle LMN and triangle XYZ, those are given here, and identify the test of congruency of those two triangles. So here you can see, as this side is congruent to this one as marked by same marking, okay. So then this side with this one and including angle, a symbol is already marked here, okay. Angle marking is there, so that is A for angle, okay. So test is SAS test, right? This side, then this angle, and again this side. So the test of congruency is SAS test. Yes. Now third diagram, see the figures here. Here again, very easy to identify the given test, that P angle is congruent with angle S, okay. The similar marking. Now this side side PR is congruent with side SU, and another angle, that is angle R, is congruent to angle U. Yes, as the red stars are marked. Okay, so the test is, this is A again, A for angle. So test is ASA test. And the last example, last means of this kind, okay. Here you have to only identify the test. Now easily, as it is 90 degree, okay, the angle mentioned here, those are 90 degrees. So it is right angled triangle, okay. Sorry. So as it is right angle triangle, the test specially used for here, that is hypotenuse side test. Now which is the hypotenuse? The side opposite to 90-degree angle, the side opposite to right angle, that is always hypotenuse. So that PR is congruent with LN, because this side is also opposite to 90 degree, right? So here that is hypotenuse, and this side is given congruent to this one, okay. So that is side. So the test applicable here, that is hypotenuse side test. Clear? Very easy to identify the test of congruency of those triangles. Now here, the type of example that is little bit different. We have to write the test of congruency for those two given triangles, and as well as we have to write the corresponding angles of congruent triangle and corresponding sides also. Okay, so the factors are given here. We have to identify the test. And those are already marked with similar marking. Okay, so here angle B is congruent to angle Q. Okay, angle C is congruent to angle R. That is also given here. B, see the middle vertex. Angle B is congruent to angle Q. You can also see to the diagram. Angle C is congruent to angle R. Okay, and the including side, that segment BC, is congruent to segment QR. So here segment BC is congruent to segment QR. Okay, so by all those, we can say that the test of congruency that is here is A as A test, right? So here you have to write A as A test. Now write the congruent corresponding angles of congruent triangle. So for angle BAC, where is angle BAC? That this one, angle BAC. So that will be congruent with angle P. That means QPR. Right? So here you have to write angle. You have to write here angle QPR. Right? Now let's write the corresponding side. Segment AB. So segment AB is congruent with which segment? Segment PQ. Right? So here you have to write segment PQ. Likewise, segment PR is given, segment PR, and that is congruent with segment AC. Right? So here I will write that AB that is congruent with segment PQ. And segment PR is congruent with segment AC. Okay, that much you have to write here only. Let's see another one. All the examples along with diagram, those are given in your textbook on page number 31 and 32. Okay. Now here, observe the diagram that is given in triangle PTQ and triangle STR. So that triangle PTQ and STR. Okay, those are two triangles given here. Now, which are the congruent factors given? That segment PT is congruent to segment ST. That PT is congruent to ST. Okay, marked by same sign. See the double lines for both the segments. Okay, then angle PTQ is congruent to angle STR. So this angle marked in star symbol, angle PTQ is congruent to STR. Okay, here this angle and this angle, as those are vertically opposite angles, so those are congruent to each other. And segment TQ congruent to segment TR. See, TQ and TR also marked in by same symbol. Okay, so here those segments are also congruent to each other. So here you can see that. See the diagram. Again, which test will be here? That side angle side test. Here also side angle side test. So by SAS test, the given two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, so hereby SAS test of congruency. Now let's write the corresponding angles and corresponding sides. See the angles. Angle TPQ. Angle TPQ. For that, where is angle TPQ? TPQ means this angle P. So, which will be the corresponding angle? That will be angle, okay, as here P, the corresponding vertex is S, okay, with P, the corresponding vertex is S. So, the angle will be, which one? TSR, TSR, that one, okay, let's write it, angle TSR with angle TPQ. Okay, and which is the another one? Angle TRS, angle TRS, and with angle R, Q is corresponding angle. Okay, so let's write it. The name of angle that will be here, angle TQP, right? Now the corresponding side, one of the side we have to write here, segment PQ. Segment PQ. With that, here see, segment PQ, which we have to write another corresponding segment. With P, the vertex is S. So right segment SR. Okay. So segment PQ is congruent to segment SR. So here that much is the solution that will come for 2 mark. Each box is for half mark. So 4 boxes, the example will be asked for 2 marks. Okay. One sec. Now see. Another example, example number 3. Here we have to prove. See the example. From the information shown in the figure, state the test assuring the congruence of triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Here you can see triangle ABC and that is triangle PQR. Write the remaining congruent parts of the triangle. Okay, so to write the congruent parts, we have to write the test of congruency, by which test those two given triangles are congruent to each other. And when the triangles will be congruent, then their corresponding angles and sides will be congruent. That then only we can write it. So just before, identify the test of congruency and let's write the solution here. Okay, so as the triangles given here, those are right angled triangle. So the test of congruency that will be here, hypotenuse side test. Okay, now hypotenuse side test means H and S we have to find out. Sorry. Okay. So we have to find the hypotenuse. Now, which is the hypotenuse? The side opposite to 90-degree angle. So this is hypotenuse. One sec. Segment PR is hypotenuse, and for this triangle, segment BC is hypotenuse, as both the sides are opposite to respective right angles for those particular triangle. Okay. So segment PR, here you can see segment PR is congruent to segment BC. Okay, as it is given in the diagram. Now, the side which is already marked here, okay, that segment AB, or you can also write side AB is congruent to side PQ. So side AB is congruent to side QP. Okay, why they have written QP? Because A is 90 degree and along with the vertex Q is here 90 degrees. So the side mentioned here, that is QP, not PQ. Okay, that will be also correct, but that is more correct, QP. So the reason will be here given. And the angle, that angle A and angle Q, as those are right angles, those are also congruent to each other. And the reason behind that, that is each measure 90 degree. Okay, so by hypotenuse side test, both the triangles are congruent to each other. Now let's write the corresponding sides and corresponding angle. As already we have written here, two sides. Okay, those two sides. So which one is the last? The rest of the side is side AC is congruent to side QR. That AC is congruent to QR. And the reason will be CSCT. CSCT means C for corresponding, S for side, then C for congruent, and T for triangle. Okay, corresponding side of congruent triangle. Okay, now the angles, two of the angles, just one of it, that right angle we already written here. Okay, now the rest of two angles we have to write, that angle ABC, that angle ABC. Okay, angle B is there, and along with angle B, which will be the angle? That will be angle P. Okay, so A, for A, the vertex will be Q. Okay, so that will Q, P, R. Okay, so the name of that angle will be QPR. So angle ABC is congruent to angle QPR. CACT. Okay, just you have to replace that S with A, because we are writing for angle, so A will be there. And when we are writing for sides, there will be S for side and A for angle. Nothing change other than it. Okay, just replace S and A. Yes, and now the last angle that we have to write here, that is angle ACB congruent to angle QRP. That angle C angle, angle ACB. Now along with A there is Q, and with C angle R remains. Okay, so QRP, that will be the correct name. Okay, QRP. Angle ACB is congruent to angle QRP. The reason is corresponding angle of congruent triangle. You can also write in short, CACT and CSCT. That is also correct. Now see the fourth example, similar to third one. Okay, we have to identify the test of congruency here. Okay, now see here, the two triangles are given. Triangle LMN and triangle PNM. Okay, those are two triangles. Now, what is the common here? The base of both the triangle is common, that is segment MN is the base for both the triangles. Rest of the two sides, those are different. Okay. Now see the example. In triangle LMN and triangle PNM. Okay. LM equal to PN. That LM. See first two vertex. See the pointer here in the example. LM equal to PN. So first two vertex, the side LM equal to PN. Side LN, the first and last vertex LN equal to PM. Okay, by that way you can also write the segments. It doesn't need diagram. If the triangles are given congruent or triangles are given similar, then you can write the congruency of segments and congruency of angles also. So here we have to write the test which assure the congruence of the two triangles. So which will be the test here? Okay, see the marking already done, that L, okay, angle L is congruent to angle P, right? Then here this angle is congruent with this angle. Okay, and the marking for the sides here, segment LN is congruent to segment PM and segment LM is congruent to segment PN. Here two of the sides are congruent to each other. Okay, and the base is common. So here we can use that one also, that side test. Okay, by triple S test, we can write the two triangles congruent to each other. So let's see here, side LM congruent side PN. LM is congruent to PN. Then side LN is congruent to side PM. LN is congruent to side PM. Okay, that is given in the example here. That is already given. And one of the side which we have to identify, that is common side, that is side MN, okay, is congruent to side MN as it is common in both the triangles. Okay, so by side test, both the triangles are congruent to each other by triple S test. Okay, so the triangles are triangle LMN is congruent to triangle PNM are congruent by side test. Okay, now three of the angles we have to write the corresponding angles. Okay, and their congruency. Right? So here angle M is congruent to angle N. Angle M, this complete angle, is congruent to angle N. And three label name is given here. Angle LMN. LMN is congruent to PNM. Okay. Now angle L is congruent to angle P. Angle L is congruent to angle P. Yes, already here mentioned. And the angle LNM, LNM is congruent with PMN. Okay, and the reason for each step, that is corresponding angle of congruent triangle. As all the angles are written over here, the reason will be same for each one. CACT. Okay, you can write commonly also. So here, those two triangles are congruent to each other by triple S test, and the corresponding angles along with their congruency is written over here. Fifth example here, you can see. Here again in the diagram, segment AB congruent segment CB, that AB is congruent to CB. Okay, similar marking here you can see. Now segment AD congruent segment CD. Segment AD is congruent to segment CD. Mark in same blue line here. Now we have to prove the two triangles, that triangle ABD, triangle ABD, this left smaller triangle ABD is congruent with CBD. Means this triangle, show it congruent with this one. Okay. Now by figure, as two of the sides are given, okay, this pair, this segment is congruent to this segment, as that is already given in example, and this segment is congruent to this one, and the another one we can easily identify here, that this middle segment is common in both the triangles. Segment BD is congruent to segment BD as common side. You can write here. Okay. So by S test, both the triangles are congruent to each other. So whatever is given in the example, let's copy it in the solution. This one, here you can see directly, and the congruency here given, that is used here. Write the reason given for both the steps. And the last here, the side BD is congruent to side BD as common side. Okay, so the two of the triangles here, those two triangles are congruent to each other by side test. Okay, so this practice set, and the last example is here. Sorry, of this practice set. Here also, one of the angle, the pair of angle is given congruent to each other, and the sides, those are also given congruent, and we have to prove those two triangles congruent to each other. Now see here, angle P congruent angle R, that angle P is congruent to angle R. Okay, and segment PQ congruent segment RQ. Segment PQ is congruent to segment RQ. Okay, then prove that triangle PQT, triangle PQT, this triangle, which one? triangle PQT. This is congruent with triangle RQS. That RQS, this one. Okay. Now observe the diagram carefully here. One of the angle that is already given congruent, that is angle P and angle R. So let's write that one. So angle P and angle R. The three label name for each angle is written over here. Angle QPT, angle QPT, and angle QRS. Okay, those are congruent to each other. Now another that is already given, let's take it also. Sorry. Segment PQ, congruent segment RQ. Here, the reason is also given. Okay, and angle Q is common in both the triangles. Angle Q is common angle in both the triangles. So that is mentioned here. Angle PQT, angle PQT. Okay, because the third vertex of first triangle is T up to here. The triangle is only this much. So angle PQT is congruent with angle RQS. So by this angle, side, angle. Okay. So by AS, ATS, both the triangles are congruent to each other. So here all the examples will come for 2 marks. Okay. Practice set 3.2, the example 1, and in it you have to solve 4 examples. Those will come for 1 mark, and from example 2 there are options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options here. Those will come for 2 marks each. Okay. Now directly we will see the practice set, last practice set, that is 3.5 here. Okay, because it will come for 1 and 2 marks, and those we are learning. So here practice set 3.5. So to solve the examples, let's do a recap here. So whatever the basic we will need here, we will just revise it within a little time. So see, as the practice set 3.5 is based on the concept similarity of triangles. Okay, now here in the diagram, you can see 2 squares of equal size. Here 2 rectangles of equal size, 2 triangles of equal size. Okay, so when the size is equal, okay, 2 figures of equal size, then those are said to be congruent to each other. So here triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay. See in another slide here. Here also 2 figures. Okay. The pair of figures, 2 circles, here pair of square, pair of triangle. But what is the difference in first slide and second one? that in first one, the sizes, those are equal. But in this one, as the figures are looking like, okay, looking similar, but their sizes are different. So the like looking figures, but the size is not equal, then those kind of figures are called as similar figures only. Okay, like looking figures, those are similar figures. The figures having same size are congruent to each other. But when those are unequal in size, those are similar only. Okay, those are unequal in size. The figures mentioned here in the slide, those are unequal in size. So those are similar only, right? Now try to understand here. The statement is given for similar triangles. Two triangles are similar if and only if the corresponding sides are in proportion and the corresponding angles are congruent. So as we know how to write the corresponding angles, those congruent to each other. Okay, so what is the sides are in proportion? To write the proportionality ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangle. We have already learned how to write the ratio for two similar triangles. Okay, side proportionality ratio for two given similar triangles. Now let's recap that one also again in short period. Here you can see two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR is mentioned here. Now here the angles, those are written over here. The corresponding angles, those are congruent to each other. So angle A is congruent to angle P with similar marking. Then angle B is congruent to angle Q. B is congruent to angle Q. And angle C is congruent to angle R. Okay. Then let's write the ratio, okay, of corresponding sides. So AB divided by PQ, okay, as those are corresponding sides of similar triangle. So the ratio will be like this. The another one, that is BC by QR, okay, and third one is AC by PR. Those are the side proportionality ratio. And if we put up the values here, okay, you can find the values from the given figures. AB equal to 6. Here AB equal to 6 divided by PQ equal to 3. So 6 by 3, okay, the value we got here, that is 2 by 1. Then for each ratio, after putting the values, the final ratio, that is 2 by 1. Here also 4 by 2, it gives value. The reduced value, that is 2 by 1. So for each ratio has same value, that all the ratios have same value, that is 2 by 1. Yes. So here, first part of this practice set, we over here and we done it. All the basic for this practice set. Now let's begin the practice set. The example number 1 is here. What is the example? Now here the similarity of two triangle is given. Triangle XYZ is similar to triangle LMN. Okay, so write the corresponding angles of the two triangles and also write the ratio of corresponding sides. Now just before I already told how to write the corresponding angles. As the similarity of both the triangles is given here, now by that way you can easily write. Okay. Oh, एक second, student. Okay. Now see the first vertex X is congruent with first, that is L. So write it. Angle X is congruent to angle L. The middle vertex, that is angle Y, is congruent to angle M. So here, see the step. Okay. And similarly, the last vertex, that is angle Z, is congruent to angle N. Angle Z is congruent to angle N. So by using that similarity, you can easily write the congruency of triangle. Also, you can write the side proportionality ratio for the sides, corresponding sides. Okay, without the figures also. Right? So reason for each step, that will be CAST. Now C for corresponding, A for angle, and this S stand for similar. As the triangles are given similar, so you will write here S. And when triangles are given congruent, you will write here C for congruent. Okay, so that is the change here. When the triangles are given similar, you will write S for similar. S for similar here also and here also. Okay, so CAST, the corresponding angle of similar triangle. Okay, now let's write the side proportionality ratio. So here, again by using that similarity, you can write here that see XY, two vertex, first two vertex, and here first two vertex. So XY by LM. Likewise, second and third, that is YZ with MN. YZ by MN. And first and last vertex, that is X and Z. So XZ by LN. Okay. So each ratio here, I have already written that one. So the ratio, those sides are in proportion. Okay. And the reason will be CSST, corresponding side of similar triangle. That much we have to write. Write the corresponding angles and ratio of corresponding sides. Second one here, we have to find the values. Okay, here also triangle XYZ. For that triangle, the values are given. Okay, here in the diagram, you can see XY is given 4, YZ is given 6, and XZ is given 5. Okay, so if both the triangles are similar to each other, okay, and the values given, those are like this, and one of the value of second triangle, that segment PQ equal to 8 is given, then find the length of remaining sides of triangle PQR. Okay. So write the ratio here, side proportionality ratio, write reason behind it. Now put up the value for each given segment. Okay, the values whatever given, put it. Okay, and the rest of the value we have to find. So as it is, you will write the step. like that. Now take two ratios. To find QR, the value of segment QR, take this pair. Now do the cross multiplication, do the calculation, you will get value of QR. Okay. Now to find PR, okay, to find PR, what we will take here? That the complete value along with this ratio, because we have to find the value of PR. So this PR, this ratio will be taken with the values, the completely given. Okay, now see in the second slide, the solutions are here. Okay, the one of the ratio we choose here, that is this one, to find the value of QR. So do cross multiplication. By calculation, you will get value QR equal to 12. So that is 12. And as in example, the unit is given centimeter everywhere. Okay, so for the answer, you will also mention here centimeter. Right? Now to find the value of PR. Okay, PR. What I told before, that take this ratio along with this one. Okay, so this is the pair. Do cross multiplication. We will get value PR equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, understood how to find the values? Just write side proportionality ratio, then put up the values. Okay, and whatever value we have to find, take that ratio, particular ratio along with the value completely given. Yes. And last example here, the example number 3, we have to draw the diagrams, okay, as per the instructions given in the example. Now what we have to do here, draw a sketch of a pair of similar triangles. So here are similar triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. As those are similar, those are not equal in their size. Okay, those are like looking figures only. So first we have complete that sketch pair of similar triangle. Here the sketches are done here. Okay, label them. So the labels are A, B, C and triangle PQR. Okay, show their corresponding angles by the same sign. So which are the corresponding angle? Angle A is corresponding to angle P. Okay, as the signs are same, we have to mark the signs for similar angles. Okay, corresponding angles. Angle B is corresponding to angle Q and angle C is corresponding to angle R. So the angles are marked with same sign, This much we complete. Okay. Now show the length of corresponding sides by numbers in proportion. Now what this means, that sides of similar triangles should be in proportion. As we know it, when the triangles are similar, their sides should be in proportion. Okay, so I have taken AB as 6, okay, and PQ as 3, okay, because when here I will write the ratio for corresponding side AB by PQ, and when I will put the values here, that 6 by 3, the ratio should be same for each, okay, each ratio. The value should be same, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, 2 by 1. So we have to take the value 6 for AB, the value of PQ should be 3. Okay. Now for the ratio here, BC as 8. Okay. If that BC will be 8, then QR will be 4. Just simple that the half of the value of first one. That one is 8, that is 4. Okay, so the ratio will be again 2/1. You can also change the value, but the ratio should be same. Take the values as the ratio will be same for each ratio. Okay, ratio of those corresponding sides. And for AC by PR, if AC will be 4, then PR should be 2. Okay, so all the ratios have same value here. So ratio of corresponding sides of those two similar triangles are in proportion. The last condition that the length of corresponding sides by numbers in proportion. So here by those values, the sides are in proportion with same value. Okay, so here only we complete this practice set 3.5. All the example from all those two practice set, those will come for 1 or 2 marks. Yes, understood. So here we will stop.